Hi everybody, it's Nikki here and welcome to today's video, which is my Dungeons and Dragons projects and panning project pan update for you for March. I will leave all the information you need in the description box below the video, so please do check that out before you leave. And I will shut the door. This is of course a rolling style project pan, and I decided, where is it? I would use my little Dungeons and Dragons 20 die to help me choose how many times I needed to use each product that I picked for the for each category. And once I've used the product for that many times, it would roll out and I would move on to the next prompt in each category. So there are 5 categories and I am basically just working my way down the list on each category, and hopefully we will get this all finished all together. Of course there are some rules in this regarding the race and the class. You cannot roll out one without the other. So race and class, you have to finish both of those products before you can pick a new one for either of those categories, which today I have finished. Or have I finished? Yes, I've finished a product for one of those for the class, but I have not finished using the product for the race, so I cannot roll in another class prompt today. So I'm going to roll in from another category instead to replace that product. Do you see what I mean? I'll explain it in a minute. So my rollouts for today, the first one is for the Comfy Cabin, which was a place that I visited on my travels, and I used this simple face mask. I had 2 in for this prompt, which was a comfort product, and I thought, well, you sit back, you get comfortable when you're wearing a face mask. So I had 2 face masks in. The first one I think was an Ursula one from Mad Beauty, and I really liked that one. This one did not like this one at all. This is one of those 5-minute reset hydrogel mask with plant collagen and pentavetin. This is one of those gel type masks, not a tissue mask, a gel type mask. You know, like those gel eye masks that you can get. The whole mask was made of that stuff, and it came in 2 parts, which was great because it fit my face properly, and I didn't have all bits like with a tissue mask. They're just too big for my face. But this one, it fit because it came in 2 parts. So you had the bit for your jaw and your mouth, and then the bit for your eyes and your nose. That was great. But because it's a gel mask, not a tissue, the serum was sat on the mask. It wasn't soaked into the mask. So trying to get it out of the packaging, it was dripping everywhere. And I had a book close by, and I had to save that book's life before it got destroyed. So that's a big no-no. So if you have this hydrogel mask and you're planning to use it, A, get a towel, and B, don't have anything that you don't want to get wet. If you don't want anything to get destroyed by the serum, move that away from you. So I applied it, I put it on. It slid. It started to slide down my face. So I know some people like to put a face mask on and then go about the house doing whatever they want to do. I don't know if they do that with tissue masks per se, but you know, with this one, you have to lie back. Like, I was sat up with this and just sort of rested my head back, and it was sliding down my face. So I had to tip even further back to try and keep it on my face. I actually left it on a little bit longer. It says for 5 minutes. One sheet gives you 40 days of moisturizer. And it's a 5-minute mask. I left it on for 10 minutes just because I like to leave them on a little bit longer. And I will say that my face did feel really nice and soft and plump the day that I did this. The day after, I didn't, and like, it was okay. It was, but it's the experience of it, and the fact that it was just so wet and just so messy, using this. And when I went to peel it off, I actually realized that some of the packaging was still attached to it. So it was just a big no, and it's still grubby now. It's still like I'm getting sticky just holding on to it. So that is going in the bin. And good riddance, and I won't be buying that type ever again. I do like to use the tissue masks, however, because clay masks are no good for my dry skin, because clay masks tend to draw the moisture out of your skin. So if you've got dry skin, clay masks are no good. So tissue masks are the way to go for me, because they give me moisture. They don't take the moisture away. But also because with a clay mask as well, you have to remove that with water, and again with my dry skin I don't use water on my face because that makes my skin twice as dry. So yeah, I will repurchase like tissue masks in the future, but not gel masks, because that was new. So that is Comfy Cabin Prompt comfort product done, dusted, good, great. The next product that is rolling out is for Druid, which is my class category, and it was a nature themed product, and I had my Milani Gilded Flora palette, and oh my goodness, I love this palette. I didn't realize how much I enjoy this palette until I actually used it in this project. I have used it here and there, but not as much as I used it in this product. So the goal was to use this, or the dice told me to use this 6 times. I actually ended up using 7 shades out of here. So when I say 6 times, I mean like 6 shades, because otherwise we'll be here all year. And I actually used 7 out of here, just because I really wanted to play with this palette. So the cream eyeshadow shade here I did use to set my eye base. Come on, Nicola. But the kick up on that is horrendous. I have never known an eyeshadow to kick up as much powder as that one. So I can see myself finishing that one very quickly if I was to just focus in on it. But it's a really good lid setting shade. This shade here, oh, so pretty. So absolutely gorgeous shade. So pretty. Where's my tissue? So yeah, I really like that. And then this shade here as well, this gold. Oh, that was pretty as well. I really like that one. What was the other shade I used? I know I used more shades, but yeah, I was kind of using like this top row here, and I really loved the eye looks that I was creating with this palette. I generally will pull from a different couple of palettes for one eye look. Like today I've used what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 palettes to make this eye look today. So I am not afraid to pull from different palettes for different eyeshadows. So yeah, I used this more than I needed to, and it is rolling out. But as I say, I cannot pick another class prompt today because I have not finished my race product. So the race product was for Gnome, a luxury or expensive product. I chose a Nails Ink nail polish in the shade Westbourne Park Road. I do have it on my nails, but it does need redoing at this moment in time. This rolled in for 7 uses and I have used it the once. Yes, just the once. It does need redoing again, but I'm not sure if I will just reapply this one or use another nail polish. I don't know. I might reapply this one. I think I might. But yeah, I've only used this once, so we're not rolling in another class product yet because I have not rolled this one out yet. Moving on to the next category, which is places. Now, because the comfy cabin prompt has been finished with the comfort product, the face mask, I get to roll in a new prompt. So the next place we are visiting is the Crossroads, and the prompt for this is roulette style. So what I decided to do was use my Tiny Decisions app. I went to my wheel that has all my single to quad eyeshadows on there, and I spun the wheel, and here is the picture to show you which eyeshadow was picked. So my Pro Artist eyeshadow in Sweet Life was picked. It's a very neutrally sort of shade. I wouldn't say I could use this as a lid setting shade. It's a bit too dark. But I don't know. I might be able to. But it's definitely like a crease colour shade that I could use. So let's roll the D20 dice and see how many times I need to use it. So for the next places prompt, we have Crossroads, and I had to do a roulette style. So I used my Tiny Decisions app to roll, and we got my single eyeshadow in Sweet Life from the Pro Artist singles collection from the HD Burnt collection. So this was in my magnetic palette. So let's roll the D20 and see how many times I need to use it. Ooh, a high one. 18 uses. So 18 uses to get this rolled out. So yeah, I guess I'll be using this as a crease setting, like a crease shade, for 18 uses, and then I can roll this one out. The next category is for monsters, and I am currently on the commoner. I don't know how a commoner is a monster, but anyway. And the prompt is a drugstore product. So for this one, I have my Revolution Conceal and Fix Concealer with salicylic acid in light pink. I am using this as an eyeshadow base, and I don't like it. I have used it a couple of times. You can see where my brush has been going in there. So we're getting a bit of a dip going already. I don't like it. It's too thick. It's way too thick. And also it's extremely light. Like, this is like, I look like a ghost when I apply this. But as it's only an eye base, that's not a problem. This is supposed to be like a under eye corrector. Fine, okay, so I'm not using it the way it's supposed to be used, but you know, it is what it is. I much prefer the MAC paint pot in Painterly. It's so much creamier and smoother to apply. This one, not so much. I'm not hate panning it, so to speak. I'm not hate using it. I know there's something better out there for me to use in the same way. So it's not that I hate this product. I know there's something better out there, and you know that feeling. Like, ugh, I don't like using you because I wish I was using Painterly paint pot instead from MAC. So yeah, this got rolled in for 18 uses, and I've already used it 13 times. So I only need to use it 5 more times for it to roll out of the project and onto the next prompt. I'll probably still continue to use it as my eye base though, because I have nothing else to use as an eye base. Unless I want to start using my concealers as my eye base for a while. But yeah, 5 more uses to go on that one. Our next category is our wondrous item, and for this I am on Bloodwell Vial, and the prompt is a red product, and I chose my number 7 red lipstick in Dorothy Red. I rolled a hard 20 for this. D20 dice did me rotten because I don't wear red lipsticks, if ever. Maybe twice a year, Christmas and Valentine's I might. And even then, if I can wear something else, I will. I just don't do red lipsticks. And so it's no surprise that in the 2 months this has been in this project, I have used it a grand total of 0 times. So I'm rolling this out, and video coming soon talking about my emotions and feelings towards red lipsticks. So subscribe and click on the notification bell for that video coming up soon. I'm rolling it out. I'm not using it anymore. I brought in something else that is a red product, and that is my e.l.f. Jelly Pop Luscious Lip Mask. So that's what it looks like. And this has some use on it already. So this is going to be so much easier for me to use because I can apply this before bed every night. This helps me wake up in the morning with really nice, soft, juicy lips. So I really like it for that. It smells nice too. It smells really nice. Hang on a moment. Yeah, so I never noticed the smell before. So I'm going to bring this in for 20 uses. I could probably get that done in a month because I can do it every night before bed, if I remember, because I have an awful memory. So yeah, I'm bringing this in to replace the red lipstick because I'm never going to wear this once, let alone 20 times. And I'm bringing in the Jelly Pop lip mask from e.l.f. instead because I'm much more likely to use that product. So that is replacing that. And then because I finished the Druid prompt for class, but I cannot bring in the next prompt for class because I have not finished my race prompt yet, I decided that I would bring in another wondrous item because I've only finished 1 wondrous item so far, whereas every other category I finished at least 2 products from. So I'm bringing in the next wondrous item, which is the Boots of Speed. And the prompt for this is a quick to finish item. So I thought, because I don't have many samples in my collection left anymore. So the only samples I really have are perfume samples. So I have a little thing here with all these types of perfumes in. I've got some Amazing Grace, some Chloe, what are you? Narciso Rodriguez, what are you? Versace, which my daughter calls Versace. She's so classy. Yeah, so I've got some, and then I've got some of these ones that are the dabbers, and I hate them. I don't like them. Anybody else hate them? I'd rather the spray bottles, but you know, it is what it is. So let's roll the D&D dice and see how many of these I need to use up. So let's have a roll. So for the next wondrous item, Boots of Speed, I have these perfume samples. Now I don't have 20, so instead of rolling a D20 dice, I'm just going to roll a 6-sided dice, and we'll see how many of these I need to use up. So 5. So I need to use 5 of these perfume samples. So lots of different ones there. So there we go. So yeah, I kind of decided that because I don't have 20 of these, it didn't seem fair that I would roll a D20 dice. So I just rolled a D6 dice, and we got the number 5. I got 5, so I will try and finish 5 of these perfumes before I can roll this prompt out. So that, my ladies and gentlemen, probably ladies, I doubt any gentlemen watch my channel, but you know, you never know. Why do I keep getting cat hairs all over me? They're just floating in the air. So that is my update for you for Dungeons and Dragons for the month of March. How are you doing with this? I really love watching Marie from A Beautiful Mess do this, because she tells a story with hers. Now, I would love to do that, but that takes effort and time and imagination. And at this moment in my life, I just don't have any of those. So any other time I might have, but currently no. So I'm just going through the prompts. Such is my life. Anyway, but I am having a fantastic time doing it. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you did, there's another cat hair floating about. Where are you coming from? There's no cats in this room. Anyway, tangent. Anybody else's brain do this? You're trying to do one thing and your brain goes, ooh, clouds. Anyway, please tell me I'm not alone in this. I'm trying to do the outro, Nicola. Do the outro. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please like, comment and subscribe. And I will see you in the next one. Bye. Got there in the end.